Hello students, welcome back to the class. During the last class we have discussed about powers and different types of perspective. In the last class we have discussed about group perspective. Okay, before last class we have discussed about allied perspective. In the group perspective what we have discussed that in the last class we have discussed in the group perspective, which is quite similar to the pluralistic theory. So group perspectives believe that societies where the powers must not be vested under the control of one single person, powers should be distributed among all. People participation is very important for the formation of government. Powers must be distributed separately. Powers should be distributed equally. And group perspective has given more importance to the democratic form of government. So that is one point. Now we will discuss about in this a new concept. We will discuss about gender perspective. What is meant by gender perspective? We will discuss it. I'll go forward. Introduction. When we are saying the concept of power, this is a very key concept in all the aspects of political science. The concept of power is a very key concept in all the aspects of political science. Distribution of power in the political communities in such a way that conflicts can be able to resolve. So whenever if you are distributing, your powers must be distributed in such a way that powers should be resolved. Okay, political science is the study of power only, and resolutions should be accepted by all. Whenever the resolutions are passed, that should be accepted by all. Okay, power denote ability of person to fulfill his desire. Whenever if you are able to fulfill your desire, then ability of a person to fulfill the desire, that is power. Okay, now we will go forward. Gender perspective. Genders difference between the male and female is called as gender. When you are talking about the gender perspective predominant, the most important thing is the study of power. In the gender perspective, already in the last class we have discussed about group perspective. So powers must be vested under the group, but in gender perspectives, powers should be distributed in between male as well as female, in between the gender. I'll go forward. Gender perspective have recognized that in the society, the societies was quite division of societies where we can find men and women. So every societies are mainly consists of man and woman. Okay, so this is one point. Society is a combination of in gender perspectives we can find there is a division of the societies where mainly consists of man as well as woman. Now these gender perspectives are mainly divided and it has created the nature sustaining human race. So here this the gender was mainly divided in between the male and female, so that the divisions are mainly done, the divisions are mainly created by nature. And why this division is very important? For example, if there is no woman, there will be no life. If the divisions are not divided between the male and female, if there is no women in the society, there will be no life. Okay, so women plays very important role for the contributions and sustaining the society. The role of women are very important. Even the nature also, the nature have created the divisions mainly so that the human race should sustain. Okay, human race should sustain, should survive. If suppose if there is imagine that in the society if there is only male, there will be no life in the future. Again the life cannot survive. Again the society cannot go forward, or the life cannot sustain. Women will provide life. Okay, women are mainly responsible to provide life. Women are mainly responsible to sustaining the society and developing the society. The role is played by women are very important. So the divisions between male and female are mainly created by nature. Why the nature have created the divisions among male and female? So that the life should survive, human race also should sustain. Human race also should sustain for the longer period of time. This is very important. Now the divisions are mainly built, and this is very excellent features of development of civilization and culture. Children, whenever the society will survive or when the society will sustain, then only we can find in the society there should be the division of civilization as well as culture. We have already discussed. Okay, society Today the society was developing, okay, today the society was leading because of women's only. Women's plays very important role, and due to the development of the society today, we are in the excellent conditions to develop the civilization and culture. Development of science is called civilization. Okay, civilization is nothing but development of science and technology. We'll say the civilization. Today the life is surviving, that's why we can able to develop the science and technology in the various field. So once again, the society was divided mainly to sustain the human race. The divisions are mainly done by the nature to sustain the human race, and also if human race will survive, then only the excellent inventions and innovations will take place in the field of civilization as well as culture. Imagine if the society will not survive, then we can't able to develop the civilization and culture. Okay, culture is nothing but a group of people who are following the same common thing. Okay, whenever the common thing is transferred from one generation to another generation, we can say that is called as culture. Anything which is passes hereditary from one generation to another generation, that is called as culture. Festival, customs, traditions, languages, okay, knowledge which is getting passes from one generation to another generation. So that is called as culture. So civilization, culture, I think you have understand. Development of science and technology, civilization. So culture and civilization can able to develop because of the divisions, okay, and because of the divisions which are done by the nature, so that the human race can able to survive, and that's why these divisions are mainly built because of excellent in development of civilization and culture can develop. Feminist theory, the theory which are giving importance to the female or women's. Feminist theory, what they are demanding? They are demanding that going changes should be, there should be an arrangement in the going changes. Going changes, whatever the changes should be there, they should have certain changes in the arrangements. So feminist theory demanded some changes should be done, some arrangement should be done for the going changes. For example, feminist theory wishes that independence should be given to the women and undue dominance to the men. Okay, nowadays we can find in the society independence should be given, women should be given separate independence. Okay, in that society we can find, even though today the men are getting dominated, women should be given some importance in the society, women should be given some powers in the society. That is one point. So feminist theory, what they are wishing that a separate freedom should be given to the women, and in this men should not dominate the women. We do not require a male dominant society. We wanted a society where they should be given respect to the women. So feminist theory believe they wanted some changes in the society. They wanted that, what they wanted, feminist theories are wishing that more freedom, more respect should be given to the women, and they wanted a society where the male should not dominate the females. This is also one point. Next we will go forward. So this gender perspectives, what is the concept? This concept to believe that patriarchy is an universal dominance of man over woman. So not only the men is dominating women since from the ancient time, okay, since from the ancient time when we are seeing the Indian society is quietly, our society is based upon patriarchy. Patriarchy, what is meant by patriarchy? Here I have written the meaning. A system of society in which the father and the eldest male is considered as head of the family. In our society, okay, in our society, father is a decision making of the family. Okay, in the society after father, eldest brother or the eldest male person will be considered as a decision maker in the family. So that type of family where the father is a decision maker, and after father, if the eldest man is a decision maker of the family, that type of family system is called as patriarchal family. In any family in India, if you see, more importance will given to male only. Male is a decision maker in the family. Rarely we can find women are involving in decisions, but most of the cases male persons will take the decisions and then women. So that type of systems, male dominant society is called as patriarchal society. So gender perspectives concept that this patriarchal society and universal dominance overall the man is dominating women in all the sphere. Okay, this is common. So this is common, and that should be here this concept believe that women also should be given importance, the role of women also should be identified. This is the point. Okay, so once again I will go forward. We have discussed about the concept of power. The concept of power is a key concept in all the aspects of political science. We can find division of power. Power should be distributed in the political communities where the conflict should be resolved. Okay, whatever the problems and fights will be there, that should be resolved. We have to distribute the powers in such a way. Children, in the society many people are dominating over power. Everybody need power, and due to which conflicts are common. So you have to distribute the powers in such a way that the conflicts automatically should be resolved, and every person have to accept the resolution. Power is nothing but ability to satisfy your own needs. Whenever if you can able to satisfy the need, that is called as power. Next we will go forward, gender perspective. Gender perspective is a predominant in the study of power. Okay, this is very important for the study of power. So when we are recognizing, okay, gender perspective have recognized that a division of society, wherever the societies were division, there is a combination of male as well as female. Genders are common in the society. In every society's gender differences between male and female, normally we can find the combination population are mainly consists of male and female in the society, in the community, or within the territory, all over India. This is common. These divisions are not created by man. The divisions are mainly created by nature. Nature have created the societies based on man and woman. Okay, mainly this society, the divisions were created by the nature so that they can able to sustain the human race. The divisions are mainly built. This is very important. If the society will develop, if the society will survive, then only we can able to build our civilization as well as we can able to develop our culture. If society will not develop, why the society can able to develop? Because of women's role is also very important. Okay, so if there is no woman, there will be no life. So feminist theories are believing that there should be some changes in the going arrangement. Feminist theory wishes that they wanted liberate means liberalization. Already we have discussed in the earlier concept. The word liber is originated from the Latin word liber, which means to free from all type of restriction. That is called as liberate. So women should be liberate from the dominance of man. From where the women should be liberate? Women should be free from the dominance of man. Who wanted? The feminist theory wishes that women should be liberated from all type of dominance of man. In children's, in our concept patriarchy is a concept which is practicing still from the age-old practice, and there is a universal dominance of man. Patriarchal society means in any society, male person is giving more preference, and male person is a decision maker in the family. After male, the youngest male person is considered as a decision maker in the family. So that type of society we can say it is called as patriarchal society. So children's, this is the point we have discussed about. Gender perspective is also very important. So this is also one type of perspective we have studied. So last point, what? The concept of patriarchal is still it is following the age old practices. This is a universal dominance of man over female. That is one point. So now we will, in the next class we will meet you in the next class, children. In the next class we will discuss about 4 important concept. Okay, we will meet you in the next class. Up to that, thank you very much.